De Bruyne's corner. Holland! Goal! It's Mo Salah! It's Mo Salah! Absolutely yes! Cole Palmer!
Right, don't know what's going on here. How we doing, everyone? Give me a second. There might be a problem with the stream. Let me know if you can hear me or if it's lagging. If this is going to be a problem, I might have to just bin the stream off annoyingly. Let me fix this as well. I don't know what's going on with the stream here. Right, can you see that now? How's it coming through on your end though? Can you hear me? Is it lagging? Because I noticed the intro was lagging and I don't know why, because my internet looks alright. It says no drop frames, but it was lagging, wasn't it? Maybe I should reduce it to 30 FPS. Right, testing the mic as well. God, what a nightmare. Does it sound better now or look better or still lagging? Oh, I might have figured out what it was. I might have figured out what the problem was. Alright, let's bring it back to the stream. Hello. I think I figured out what it was. I was streaming this whole time at 60 FPS, but like no one needs 60 FPS FPL. Hopefully that's it. Focal ASMR. Why, could you hear me then? Oh dear, let me turn this on as well. God, can't stand technical issues. Anyway, I think that was the problem this whole time, so I'm glad I actually got to the bottom of that. Everyone's saying better as well, so that is good news. Welcome everyone to the stream. I guess I'll redo the intro, but yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. How are we today? Wait, today's been frantic. I was on the official FPL show this morning, right? Which goes on TV live around the world. So I join in as usual on Zoom, and another FPL content creator, maybe I won't name drop him because it might come across like slander, but another content creator had really bad internet problems. So we're both sitting there waiting. There's like 5 minutes before we're going live on TV, right? And they're like, Oscar, really sorry, but he's having really bad internet problems. Do you mind covering all of his stuff and do the whole show? And my heart sank, like, because I hadn't done any preparation at all. I was like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no worries. Because I like to over-prepare for everything. I like to over-prepare when I go on these shows, just to not like make a cock up of myself, or I don't know, come across like I haven't done enough research on the questions. Anyway, so I had to fill in, and it went fine in the end, but it was a bit hectic. Anyway, I hope you're all well. Hope you had a good week. Yeah, Friday deadline today. Another Friday deadline. Where was my script? Honestly, I like to type up really good notes just to like look at while I'm coming back, while I'm answering questions. But yeah, I had to wing it, but it went all right in the end. So anyway, yeah, I've not had much stuff. Normally I feel really prepared in my team, but I'm not really too sure. I think I know what I'm going to do. What's everyone doing this game week? Are you guys making transfers? Are you rolling? Are you making a manager transfer? Let us know. Let us know in chat. What are you doing this game week? So I'm thinking slot to Glasner. I'm thinking Bruno. Every time I hit live and I come on these streams, you're all like, why have you got Bruno? So all right, fine. I'm going to sell Bruno. Bruno's gone. So he's going this stream. But I'm thinking about doing a third transfer, which would be Greaves to Gabriel for a -4. But I don't know. I don't know if I do that. I think I'm going to do it because Gabriel's great this week. They've got like the best clean sheet odds. I can use him next game week as well if I need. They've got Forest. That's not too bad. Like Trent's got Southampton in game week 28. That looks amazing, doesn't it? But we've had the Champions League fixtures now, and they've got, is it PSG? Either side of that game. Did Liverpool draw PSG? I think it's PSG. They've got either side of Southampton home. So is he going to rotate a bit for that? Is Trent even going to start? I guess it depends on Bradley or Gomez, like if they're available. I could use Quansah there and probably get away with it. I don't know. So Gabriel could come in handy in 28. He's going to be very handy in 29 because they're home to Chelsea. He's going to be handy in 31. Sorry, in game week 30, they're home to Fulham. And then I'll probably wildcard in game week 31. So I don't like taking hits for defenders, but I think it makes sense. Because it's just like the chain of events, right? If I go Bruno to Cliver, which I'm going to do, the knock-on effect is now I'm a transfer down for 29. Because I was going to just keep Bruno, and then I've got him, like, he does have Leicester in 29. But now instead, I'd have to play Greaves in game week 29. So if I have to play Greaves in game week 29, I'm going to have to take a hit anyway. Because otherwise my defense is screwed in game week 30. Like, Colwell's got Spurs, that's not great. Who's Greaves got? Greaves has got Bournemouth away, that's not great. Tarkowski's got Liverpool, that's not great. So I just think, unless I ended up wildcarding game week 30, which I probably won't, I'm gonna have to take a -4 anyway in game week 29. Did you see it, Razan? Do you think it went alright? Mate, oh, it's so stressful. I was just talking about that. I really like to prepare because it goes live on TV around the world, and then oh, it's gone off. Hello? No, it's not. Has it? It's still live for me. No, what? It's fine for me. I've got it open here. You guys winding me up? You're winding me up because I've got it open right here. Mate, this happens every stream. Fair play. They get me every time. The stream looks alright for me. There should not be ads either. I've got ads switched off, so I don't know. There's no way. Nah, it says insert them manually, which means I choose when, and then I just don't choose any. Deadline internet curse. Genuinely went to ads. What the hell? I've literally got ads switched off. It says right here, ads automator off. Should never show ads in streams. It's the last thing I want. Like, who wants to watch ads and then I can then stick around? Because you're just going to be like, screw that, I'll go somewhere else. Anyway, fair play if it's a troll. You got ads. Alright, British says he got an ad, so it must be serious. Need to have a look into that as well. God, technical issues on deadline stream. So annoying. Very annoying. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Kieran, Danny C, Rory, Jay's here, Max, Vaz, Daz, Dipesh, Alex, British, Kaz, Fares, and everyone else. Mikey, could see lots of members. Razan, Jano, Adam, Caleb. Welcome all of you to the deadline stream. Get your questions in. Yeah, so as I say, I think I'm going to make 3 transfers. I think I'm going to go slot to Glasner. I think I'm going to go Bruno to Cliver, and then probably Greaves to Gabriel, and then bench Tarkowski, which isn't great, but I think it makes sense long term because I'm going to have to take a hit anyway in Game Week 29. There's a graphic actually Rob TFPL did. Let us know in chat, which manager are you going to have this game week? I'll do a poll on it as well, actually. So just vote if you've got the chip active. So we'll go Slot, we'll go Arteta, maybe Glasner and someone else. I guess those are the most popular three. I know some people have got Emery and sticking with it. Let us know in chat. I know some of you are on Emery, some are going like McKenna, Van Nistelrooy. The poll is up, get your votes in on that. So Slot, Arteta, Glasner or other. So yeah, Arteta's top on the projections because obviously they've got the best clean sheet odds. Glasner and Van Nistelrooy joint second, not far behind to be fair, on 8 points. McKenna's up there, 7.8. Obviously Ipswich got a result against Spurs in the reverse fixture. They beat them 2-1 I think it was, or 2-0. British is going McKenna, so is Caesar. Michael's going Pereira. I mean, hopefully it's not Pereira, because I'll be on double Bournemouth. Unless it's like Semenyo scores, Clivert scores 3-2 loss. Won't mind that. Glasner we trust. Yeah, I think Glasner. Also, in the press conference today, Glasner said that everyone's back in training and fully fit. So, I don't know, that feels quite promising. And you look at their recent away results. 2-0 win against Man United, and then before that, 2-0 they beat West Ham, 2-0 they beat Leicester. They drew 0-0 with Bournemouth, 3-1 against Brighton, 1-0 against Ipswich, 2-2 against Villa. When was the last time they lost away? 2-2 they drew with Wolves. Game Week 8 was the last time they lost away. Game Week 8 against Forest. When was that? Like October or something. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to go with the assistant manager. I don't know, do you guys think the chip's even going to be back next season? I feel like this chip is so divisive that if they ask for feedback, I reckon the vocal minority that don't like it are going to give them that feedback that they don't like the chip. And maybe next season it won't come back. I don't know. I'm not sure if they'll bring it back or not. And if they don't, like, this might be the last ever opportunity. Maybe it's here to stay forever. Maybe it's here to stay. But imagine it's not. And I've just gone Arteta. I've just gone safe for the last ever week we have the chip. I don't know. People that are going assistant manager, Arteta, their favourite position is missionary. And Mbumo captain, asked Ben Foster. Yeah, I think Mbumo's a good option. I've got him vice. I mean, this week you've got Salah, you've got Mbumo, you've got Isak, Visser, Kluivert, Semenyo, Dango, Palmer. Like, you've got so many options this week. So I don't know. There's a lot of options. A lot of options. Is that the actual Northern FPL? Because he replied to me earlier and he said he's going Arteta assistant manager. So, I mean, he's number one in the world. So maybe we should pay attention to what he said on Twitter earlier. Yeah, he's going Arteta. Why not Areola versus Wolves? Yeah, he's not a bad shout, I suppose. It's just Arsenal. I've just seen FPL fella. He says, "God, I've missed your face." I was just about to say, Dan, that in terms of Areola versus Arsenal, Arteta, Arsenal have got better odds of getting a result against West Ham. I know you're a West Ham fan, though. What are you doing? Have you got yours active? Have you got yours active, Dan? And if so, what are you doing with it? Are you just going Glasner, or are you backing Arteta against your own team? Slot to Glasner, or Timber to Gabriel due to White coming back. I think I'd rather go Slot to Glasner, because like Timber could start, for all we know, and then it's just like such a sideways transfer, isn't it? I think deal with it as soon as it becomes a problem. But this week, there's way more upside in going Slot to Glasner than Timber to Gabriel. Clivert for captain, says Marco. Yeah, he's a good shout. There he is, Max. Little proud. People pretending to be me. I've had a few people pretending to be you. You're going Arteta, assistant manager, right? Who are you captaining? Who's the #1 in the world captaining? Let us know. Fella says, I'm on Slot, and he's 33 between Slot or Glasner or Arteta. It's so frustrating. He says, I might just copy you. I'm going to go Arteta. No, I'm not. I'm going to go Glasner. Why not chase the table bonus? And we're just looking at their away record. They've literally not lost away since game week 8. That's pretty crazy. For whatever reason, Palace are just way better in away games, seemingly. Not so much in home games. Like, they lost to Everton, lost to Brentford, lost to Arsenal there, lost to Fulham. Maybe they've had some easier away games, but there is a trend, isn't there, when they've lost, 4, 5, 6 home games this season. Fulham's not losing. Yeah, that is the thing. There is the potential for Fulham to just go and win like 2-0 and you just get nothing from your assistant manager. But just imagine like Palace somehow get like a 2-0 win away. That's 20 points. Like, that's how swingy the chip is. Fulham draw. Even a draw is great. That's the thing. Even a draw is a good result when you're on table bonus, because that's an extra 5 points. So I think it's 3 for a draw, isn't it? So even a 2-2 draw is 10 points, if my maths is right. Even a 2-2 draw gets you 10. Good evening, Oscar. Wishing you a good game week. Love you. Good to see you, Senya Lump. McKenna's a good shout. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting game week, this one. I think as I say, I think I'm going to go Glasner, and I'm going to get rid of Bruno finally, because it looks like Bruno is going to be playing centre mid again rather than a 10. Start Munoz or Rodgers. I would go Rodgers. Like, he's playing home. I know he's been well disappointed recently, but he should have had more than the blanks he got in the double. I'd rather play the attacker there. Dan says low scoring game week, I think. It could well be. We've had 2 huge scoring game weeks. The last 2 game weeks have been weird. My average score, well, no, not the average. The last 2 game weeks combined, I've got something like 210 points, but both weeks are red arrows. So, yeah, I'm starting to slip. I'm down to 64k. What rank are you guys? So let us know in chat. FPL Addict says, cheers, Focal. How are we doing, Addict? What ranks, everyone? Oh, yeah, so this week, let's have a look at the poll. 30% are on Slot. Wow, that's higher than I expected. 30%? Interesting. 13% Arteta, 36% Glasner, 21% other. Pretty split. Dan's 1.5k, 270k, 45k, 112k, 1.5 mil. Good man, Focal. Who said that? Demon CD. You're rank 1 in your dreams. The actual rank 1 is in the chat. That's his reality. It's not even a dream for him. What am I doing with my manager? I'm going to go to Glasner. Let me flick over to here. So I'm thinking Slot out. Let me filter on managers. Managers, Glasner. Bruno to Clivert. And then I'm thinking Greaves to Gabriel, -4. Thinking that. The -4, yeah, I don't know. I'm really on the fence about the -4. It's just, there's a few reasons why I'm actually considering it, even though it doesn't look like it makes that sense this week on paper. First of all, he's really, really high EO. Like, I'm scared he's going to get like a header, clean sheet sort of game. Might not happen, but he's got it in him. He's 50+% EO. Secondly, I can play him in game week 27 if I need to, when they've got Forest. I don't think that's that bad for Arsenal. Game week 28, as I was saying earlier, like if Trent gets rested, because obviously they've got Southampton home, they've got PSG either side of that in the Champions League. It might be the sort of game where Slot thinks he can rotate there, like Gomez or Bradley, if either of them are available. Game week 29 he'll be handy, Chelsea home. And game week 30 he'll be handy, Fulham home. And if I don't buy him now, I'm probably going to buy him anyway for a -4 in game week 29, because I'll have Greaves home to Forest, and I probably don't want that. Maybe the only scenario where it could be really bad is if I end up wildcarding Game Week 30. But I mentioned in my videos this week, there's like a 50% chance that we know before Game Week 30 who doubles in 33. It's only like I think I actually got the graphic here. Don't know if it'll fit on screen. Let's try. Sort of. Not really. That's probably too small, isn't it? But yeah, there's like a 50% chance we know before Game Week 30 who doubles in 33. And there's like a 90% chance before Game Week 31. So there's a decent chance I might end up wildcarding Game Week 31, in which case I need the likes of Gabriel. Anurag says, hi Oscar, I'm in a bit of a pickle. 1 free transfer of Ahmad, João Pedro, Colwell, Greaves and Slot with 0.9 on the bank. I'm really not sure if I just sell Ahmad for Dango or play Colwell, bench Ahmad and sell Slot. One thing I'd actually keep an eye on is Iriola seemed to suggest that Evan Nilsson's really close to returning. Did you guys see that? In today's presser, he said Evan Nilsson's near a return. So I'm actually now wondering about Dango's minutes. He could just end up playing left or right wing, and it doesn't affect him. But now he said that, I'm thinking Semenyo and Cliver are the best ones. So I would rather buy one of those with your 0.9. And you can't... There's not much you can do with the second transfer. I would do Ahmad to Semenyo or Cliver if I were you, instead of Dango now. I think it's one of those, just because we've got Game Week 29 looming, you just have to be sure that whoever you go for is going to play. So I think I'd rather Semenyo or Cliver now if I'm buying the Bournemouth mid. So I would do that. I wouldn't bother selling Slot. And in terms of your other positions, I'd only sell if you have to start them. Like Colwell, not great away at Villa. Greaves, obviously not great. João Pedro probably doesn't start. So, yeah, that's what I would do. Ahmad out for Semenyo or Cliver. If you don't need the extra money for anything, just go for Cliver. He's on pens. Sebastian, thanks for the super chat as well, says, this game week, Bonvalet versus Alberpool, the early king versus the most hated. Who wins? Bonvachin is shivering. Regards from Pudding. What have I just read? Who wins? Yeah, I mean, who wins? Bonvalet or Alberpool? I'll be honest, I think Bonvalet's got this one in the bag. They've got to be favourites, right? Got to be out Bonvalet. I reckon, Sebastian. Regards from Pudding. Struggling with this game, says, hi mate, benching headache, Flecken/Henderson and Elanga/Pedro. Glasner assistant manager, and you've got Munoz. You're not sure if you trust effectively a triple Palace defence. Well, it's only 2 points, isn't it, on assistant manager from a clean sheet, so I wouldn't overthink that too much if I were you. Flecken/Henderson. Well, I'd play Flecken. I think that makes more sense when he's got Leicester away and Palace away at Fulham. So you just play Flecken anyway. Elanga or Pedro? Well, João Pedro seems to have lost his spot recently. Like I think Elanga makes more sense, to be honest. Like, if we knew João Pedro started, he'd be so obvious, but he seems to have lost his spot, and they're getting really good results with João Pedro on the bench, so Flecken and Elanga. Senior Lump says, start Wood or Wissa, and captain Mbeumo or Salah. I would start Wissa over Wood, and I'm on Salah captain. I just think, like, he's having the best season in FPL history. What's he on? 30... How many? 39 returns in 26 games. Like, he's blanked about 4 times. What more can we really ask for? So I'm just going to keep it simple. I mean, what are you guys doing with your captain? It's definitely one of those weeks where you can go against Salah, because there's so many good options. But I don't know, it just feels like Is it trying to be too clever? One of them's going to definitely do better than Salah. One of them will, but who is it? Is it Mbumo? Is it Wissa? Is it Isak? That's really hard to predict, so I think I'm just going sensible with Salah myself. Napstar says, hi, bench 2 plus which captain? Trent, Vardy, Timberhall, Munoz, Palmer, Salatel, and Mbumo, Cliver, Wissa and Watkins. Wolves like to concede penalties. Is that true? Well, that's a great stat if that's true, Napstars, because I'm about to join you as a Cliver owner during this stream. I've got a few transfers to make. Who to bench? So bench Vardy, bench Munoz. Yeah, Vardy and Munoz. Bench Vardy against Liverpool, Munoz away against Fulham. I'd rather start Hall over Munoz if I had him. Yeah, that makes sense. Nice team. And thanks again for the support, and fingers crossed for a Clivert penalty, Napstars. Ollie says Leicester's bound to get a result against Brentford. It's an 8 PM kickoff at home. They played okay for 80 minutes against Arsenal. Or did we go all in on Palace? What's the 8 PM thing all about? I've seen that mentioned a lot, like spotlights and 8 PM kickoff. Is there some trend that I'm not aware of? I know like home can be an advantage, but what's the 8 PM thing? Is there like some trend over time with the late kickoffs? Because I've never thought in my head like, oh, this one's 8 o'clock, so I need to factor that in. I don't know. They've lost 9 of the last 10, Leicester, haven't they? Like, I don't know. Oh, good atmosphere at night. Yeah, that's true. Superstition? Well, yeah, that's like don't back the early kickoff, but maybe there's something in it. Atmosphere under floodlights, yeah. I don't know. Leicester, I think they've lost 9 of their last 10. And they're just one of the worst teams in the league this season. So I'm not... Yeah, I don't know. I'm backing it. That's why I bought Mbumo and Wissa. I saw that Leicester game and I thought I quite liked the look of it personally. I wasn't really thinking, oh, Leicester could get a massive upset there. Crowd's always up for it in the evening games. A few Apple Jack Daniels shots. Nick's going Glasner, assistant manager. Dango, captain. Fair play with Dango. Alex says, atmosphere at Leicester, don't joke. So we're getting some conflicting thoughts then on the 8 PM thing. Yeah, I don't think going all in on Palace is that bad with the assistant manager. Like, I know some of you have got Mateta, for example, and then you've got Munoz, and then you'll have Glasner. It's one of those, like, imagine you go assistant manager on Glasner, Mateta scores, maybe Munoz gets something. That could genuinely be a season-defining game week. Could go the other way, of course. Like, if they just lose and don't even score, then like, I mean, that wouldn't be season-defining, I suppose. But like, if it comes off, you know, like 2-0 Palace win, 20 points, that's the moonshot. Why is this music smacking? There's a few tunes on this playlist, to be fair. It's just mostly copyright music plus a few tracks I made myself. But this one's not mine. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's quite exciting as well, the idea of being on Triple Palace, assistant manager. Imagine how buzzing you would be if that comes off. Any of you on Triple Palace, including Glasner? I don't know. I think I'd be quite excited for it. It'd be scary. Don't get me wrong, because like, if they lose, then a big swing. But I don't know. Why not? Anyway, Jago, thanks for the 15 months. He says, and die to Mateta, Emery transfer, or both for a -4. I wouldn't be buying Mateta because of the blank, unless you plan to free hit. If you plan to free hit in 29, then yeah, Mateta's great. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't now. Next on Munoz and Glasner. So yeah, I'll be on the same double myself. Die to Mateta. No, I think I would rather go to Cunha, Jago. Die to Cunha. I think he's cheaper, isn't he? Or about the same price. I'd rather Cunha. Bournemouth, Fulham, Everton, Southampton, West Ham. I probably wouldn't sell Emery for a -4 if I had Emery. It's not like Chelsea are looking unbeatable right now, is it? So, yeah, I personally wouldn't take the -4. Unless you really are sure that Palace get a result. In which case, then it might be worth it if you think Villa also don't. You need both those things to happen, though. Thoughts on Beto? Yeah, Beto's great. If you really are tight for cash, then he's the best cheap striker in the game. Like, there's no one really under 5 mil besides Beto. Like, I wouldn't be buying Onuachu, for example. That Gab says, "Hope all is well, Oscar. Should I do Slot and Sarr to Glasner and Semenyo -4? I was thinking Dango, but since the latest update, I'm not so sure anymore." Yeah, I'd rather Semenyo over Dango now. Just to be safe, just to be safe. In case Evan Nilsson's back, in a week or two, and then Dango's minutes go down, or even potentially doesn't start by the time we get to 29. We can't afford to mess around with our transfers the next few weeks, unless you're free hitting at 29. There is just no opportunity to mess around and get a transfer wrong. So with that in mind, I think Semenyo and Cliver are now the ones to go for over Dango. Don't get me wrong, I know a lot of you have got Dango, and I think he'd still be fine. He could end up just playing on the wing and it doesn't make a difference. Oh, sorry, Napstars earlier, I think he said who to captain. I would go Salah Napstars. So come back to this then. Slot to Glasner, yeah. Sarr to Semenyo for -4. For -4. It's probably just about, yeah. I'd just about do that, Gabs. Because obviously Palace have got the blank in 29. Sarr's out of form. And Wolves have got Agbadu out for this game week. That's a huge loss. I'm not even sure what their back line will be. Is it Bueno, Totti and Doherty? Back three? If anyone's a Wolves fan, maybe let us know if that's right. Bueno, Totti and Doherty. Back line. I don't know. I think there could be some goals in that game, so I quite like that move. Plus you gain a fixture in 29. Gakpo for Wissa from Hassan. Yeah, I'd say Cunha is probably even better than Wissa. Just about. This week, Wissa's better. Next 4 or 5, Cunha's better, in a nutshell. Grumpster says, yeah, that's right. Fella says, Slot to Glasner is done. He's locked it in. Yeah, this is the thing, by the way. There's no reason to make early manager transfers. There's no price changes. They're always going to be the same price by the time you get to the deadline. So you may as well do it on deadline day, just in case there's some crazy surprise of a fixture. Who remembers Game Week 30? I don't know if many of you will have played this long ago. It was 2017-18 or something. And Man United had their Game Week 38 game postponed because of a bomb threat. But actually what it was they did a rehearsal of what they'll do if there is ever a threat, and they forgot to remove the threat. The dummy bomb or something. And then their Game Week 38 fixture ended up getting postponed. Obviously it didn't matter because it was Game Week 38, so it's still the same game week when it got replayed. But anyway, that was the reason they gave anyway. Maybe it was some mental FPL player. So yeah, I would do that, Gabs. Napstar says Wolves conceded 3 pens in the reverse fixture. Oh, that's right, wasn't it? That was the Cliver hat-trick of pens. 20 points he got, yeah. I think that was the first time that's ever happened in a Premier League game, a hat-trick from pens. Cliver captain, yeah, I don't hate Cliver captain. I mean, I'm just going to go safe on Salah myself. He's having one of the best seasons in Premier League history. The best season in FPL history up to this stage. So I'm going to keep it simple and go Salah. But I'm on Mbumo Vice. I think he's a really nice Vice. I can't believe the lack of returns from Mbumo and Vissa. They've absolutely killed me recently. Over the last 6 game weeks, they're 2nd and 3rd in the entire league for expected goal involvement. And they've just... Oh God, they've barely done anything. Back in Game Week 20, Wissa did alright, 11 points, then 6, and then 4 blanks. What's Mbumo done? Yeah, he did alright against Southampton as well, but then just 1 goal in the last 5. Why Glasner? I'm just going for the table bonus, and they've got a pretty good away record for whatever reason. Like the last time they lost away was Game Week 8 against Forest. You see that all the way down there. Game Week 8 was the last time they lost an away game. It's a pretty crazy stat when you think about it. So yeah, they're good on the road. And what's that? 2 clean sheets, 3 clean sheets in a row in their last 3 away. So look, actually these were all 2-0. 2-0 against Man United, 2-0 against West Ham, 2-0 against Leicester. I guess all 3 of these are weaker teams than Fulham. Sorry Man United fans, but they are. But those 2-0 wins would be worth 20 points if it was table bonus. Imagine the rank rise if Palace beat Fulham. Yeah, I mean, why not go for it? It's got the potential to be an excellent weekend if Palace beat Fulham. So yeah, why not? Who knows? This chip could be gone next season. No regrets. Oliver Summers says Slot and Gordon to Glasner and Mbumo -4. What's that about Cunha? Cunha NA. I would do that. Yeah, I would do that. That's a good move. For a -4, that's worth it. Like Gordon's got to go. And Mbumo, better fixtures. On pens, doesn't blank in 29. Yeah, go for it, Oliver. That makes sense. Palace ain't beaten Fulham, says user 12. Yeah, we'll see. Come on, Oscar, make the move now. Make me feel better. I'm not rushing, just in case there's anything that comes out near the deadline. There won't be anything, but I tend to just do it later. Just to be sure. Are you going to the FPL meetup, Dan? Are you going to meets? If anyone lives in London, there's a piss up in London next month, I think it is. So if anyone's in London or nearby, I recommend this, by the way. 8th of March. I'll be there all day for the games. So we've got Forest City, Brighton Fulham, Palace Ipswich, Liverpool Southampton. Liverpool Southampton as well. Could be loads of goals that day. Brentford Villa, and then Wolves Everton in the evening. It's at the Thirsty Bear in London, so that's the address. Just pause and go back if you want to get it. Or at FPL Meets on Twitter. Why using the assistant manager? Well, I used it in Game Week 24 because Liverpool had a double game week, and then we knew there was going to be a double game week 25, and there was a good chance it was going to be Liverpool again. So then I kept it on Slot, and then now this week Slot's got City, so I'm just going to swap it to Glasner probably. It's the final week of the 3 weeks. Once you activate it, you're locked in for 3 weeks. You can't deactivate it and come back to it. Would you start Robinson over Van Dijk? Yeah, I think I would, Khaled. I think I would. We'll have to see if Haaland plays. Like, he'll be a massive loss, though, if he's out for that game. Piss up, love it, says British. Yeah, they're really good fun, honestly. Just get drunk, watch the footy of like-minded people, chat FPL, chat football, chat about whatever. It's always a good day out. Christian Conway says Eze to Clive at -4 and has Dango for a -4. I think that's just about all right. Like Eze, he's just about back from injury now. Glasner did say he's okay, to be fair. So yeah, I think I'd do it. I'm buying Clive as well as part of a -4, and I'm hoping for lots of goals in that game. Like Wolves, they've already been conceding lots, and now they've got Agbadu out. He's been really good, to be fair, since joining. Now he's out injured. I mean, they've had some tough games as well, in fairness, but I think it's worth it, you know, given the extra fixture in 29 as well, and a better fixture this week. By the way, I don't think there's anything wrong with going double Bournemouth mid. Like, I'm about to do the same. I'm about to double up myself. These are the 3 I'm thinking of buying. So Glasner, Cliver, and Gabriel. Connor says bench 1 out of Wissa, Cunha, Palmer, Clive, and Semenyo. Oh, are you joking, Connor? That's horrendous. One of those. I think it has to be Cunha. Can't be Wissa against Leicester. It can't be Clive and Semenyo home to Wolves. It can't be Palmer. It's going to have to be Cunha. Yeah, it'll have to be Cunha, Connor. Chat is still lagged. Is it? It's alright for me. Am I answering really delayed? You might have to reload if your chat's delayed. It looks alright to me. You bought him this week? What? Still. I mean, yeah. You don't want to ever buy someone to bench them, because then in theory you just don't need to make the transfer, but it's all good. Okay. I think it has to be Connor. Like, Cunha's going to be great. You start him every week after this one, but I think honestly out of those players, he makes the most sense to bench. Mohit says he's had Slot and he's now thinking Herzler versus Glasner. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, comparing their projections, because obviously we know what we get points for with the assistant managers. It's like goals, clean sheets, wins and draws. And so using that, Rob T's done a nice graphic here with their projected points based on how they're expected to do according to the markets. And so Glasner's on 8.0 and Herzler's on 7.1. So another way of looking at it is Herzler's likelier to get you something, but you don't have the table bonus, if that makes sense. So like if we look at that, 61% chance of Herzler getting you win points. Glasner's only got 26% chance of getting you win points. And 28% chance of getting a draw. So basically, if I add those two together, 54% chance that you get table bonus of Glasner. And whereas Herzler, no table bonus, but there's an 82% chance that you'll get either win or draw points. So yeah, you're likely to get something with Herzler. Really depends what kind of manager you are. Like a lot of people are going Arteta with the same thinking. It's just more likely that they'll get a result. Ted Lovin, thanks for the 30 months. He says, who's winning the Prem, Oscar? Who's winning the Prem? I mean, I hate to say it, but probably Liverpool. But who knows? I think it's going to be Liverpool. I hate to say as an Arsenal fan, but I don't get not strengthening in January from an Arsenal perspective. It just doesn't make sense to me. When you had Martinelli out, you had Saka out, you got Jesus out long term as well. The situation was, you know, one Havertz injury and Arsenal were in serious trouble. And then of course that's exactly what happened. Actually, I think Martinelli got injured as soon as the window closed. But anyway, the point stands. Like it's not over till it's over. And I'm really surprised there wasn't a single player in the world they could have just picked up on loan. Just a 6-month loan. Marino. Yeah, exactly. Like, and now we've got Marino coming off the bench to bail us out for 3 points. FPL Apprentice says we're bottling it, lad. You'll be there. Press conference news. There's a news widget on the left-hand side where I just kind of put the headlines, the main bullet points from today. Who do you guys think's winning the Prem? Let me end this poll about the assistant manager, and then we'll do a captain one. Yeah, who's winning the Prem? I guess Liverpool, right? It was who most people would predict. Who is your captain? So we'll go Salah, Isak, and Bumo, and other. So if you go other, message and chat. I mean, there's loads of others this week, so I'm interested to know who the others are. Mr. F, thanks for the super chat. He says, hey Oscar, bench 1 out of Timber, Trent, and Hall. We've got Gabriel starting. Is a -4 and an assistant manager worth it? Sent a super chat. Oh, sorry, I missed that earlier. Apologies. Bench 1 out, Timber, Trent, and Hall. Gabriel starting. Well, I would definitely start Timber still. Don't think White will come straight in. I think we'll see some bench cameos, 1 or 2, before he potentially competes. And he could still end up just playing left back and sharing minutes of Lewis Skelly. So I don't think it's a panic yet. So I'd play the double Arsenal defence myself. So it's Trent versus Hull. Yeah, it's really close, that one. Like, Hull's likely to keep you a clean sheet. Trent's just the best in terms of XGI among all the defenders this season. I think, gun to my head, I'd play Hull over Trent. There's very, very few exceptions where you bench Trent, but that might be one. But it's really close though, because Forest have been good and Wood's been ridiculous. Herpy says, who has a time machine? Yeah, let us know if you've got a time machine. If you've got a time machine, can you just let me know, should I buy Glasner, Kluivert and Gabriel this week? That's all I need confirmed. So yeah, that's what I would do, Mr. F. Thanks again. Sorry I missed the early one. Is a -4 in the assistant manager worth it? I don't think it is. I don't think I'd be taking a -4 to sell a manager. But it's one of those, like, if Palace get a result against Fulham, it's absolutely worth a -4. But do Liverpool beat City? I think they probably do. Robbie says, I've just come back from the future and the proposed transfers look good for you, mate. Thanks very much, Robbie. Thanks for the confirmation. Just what I needed. I'm happy now. I'm happy to lock those moves in. So if anyone's got questions for the time traveller, Robbie, do tag Robbie Kahar. He can nip to the future and confirm all your questions from the future if you need to know. Who wins the Premier League, Robbie? Is it Liverpool or Arsenal? Surely not someone else. Let's put him on the spot. Robbie, who's going to be the top scorer this game week? Can you nip to the future and just confirm? Get your questions, get your guesses in the chat. Who's the top scorer this week? It was Salah last week, 20 points. Who's it going to be this week? Yeah, I don't think I'd take a -4, Mr. F, personally, on an assistant manager. But if you want to just like chase the upside and go slot to Glasner, like by all means, it could backfire. But personally, I probably wouldn't take a -4 for a manager. And Bumo, Welbeck, we'll wait for Robbie to go to the future and come back and tell us. He says Liverpool winning the Prem. Okay. So far he's told us that my planned moves are okay. He says Liverpool winning the Prem. Glasner top scorer this week. Get in, that's all I can say. I'll take that. I mean, do we count managers in these? I've never really thought about that. There's a lot of people saying Wissa. I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with Wissa. Tell, Welbeck, Isak. Glasner, he says. All right. If it's Glasner and my moves pay off and Liverpool win the Prem, I won't know about that one for a while, but we're gonna have to get hold of Robbie's details and win FPL next season. Is it possible to win FPL if you knew everything that was going to happen from 64k? I guess it'd be easy, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think it'd be easy. Yeah, it would. It's not really. I guess even if you're a million, you could win FPL if you knew everything that was going to happen from here on. Because, like, say Wissa's the top scorer this game week. Like, not many people are captaining Wissa. You just captain Wissa. And say you knew some random manager, like, I don't know, like Juric gets a win against Brighton. You just transfer Juric in. Stuff like that. It'd be so blatant, though. Like, it'd be like, how's he suddenly done that? Today's drink, by the way. Cherry Tango. What's everyone drinking for this deadline stream? You guys on water? Soft drink, beer, something else? Sell Rodgers for Dango. If I was selling, I think selling Rodgers is fine, yeah. I quite like that. But I would rather Semenyo or Kluivert. Connor's on the Moretti, beer, water, orange juice. Robbie to win FPL. Maybe Jack, he's not allowed to because it's too blatant. You know, like remember there was like a few people that triple captained Uatara for his hat trick. Like, that's too blatant. They're blatant time travelers doing that. Sorry, let me catch up. Akshay, thanks for your super chat. There's no message in that. Did you say anything in chat? Thoughts on the Marmouche pun? I would wait with Marmouche. Like, first of all, he's got Liverpool. Secondly, we've not seen him and KDB start any games together yet in any competition. So I'd want to be really sure on Marmouche before I buy him. If I'm going to buy Marmouche, it'll be in Game Week 29, not now, personally. So I'd wait. I think there's quite a few better strikers, actually, because obviously he's a forward as well. Cunha's better, Wissa's better. Pavan says he's having a pint of Guinness. Very nice. There's a lot of people drinking here. There's a lot of people drinking during these deadline streams. I did not know that was a thing. Is this like your evening entertainment? Crack open a beer, watch FPL Focal deadline stream. Love it. Fair play. Tuna says start 2 out of Palmer, Wood and Wissa. I would start Palmer and Wissa, Tuna. I know like Wissa, I know Wood went... Oh, it's a Friday. Sorry, yeah, you're right, Volts. Paul Sarah just says I'm an alcoholic. Yeah, I think the Friday is probably going to be the most common reason there. Maybe followed by that. Yeah, I mean, Wood... Like, he's away at Newcastle. That's a tough fixture. But he did get a hat-trick, didn't he, in the same fixture last season, I think it was. But I wouldn't start Wood over either of those. So Palmer and Wissa, Tuna. Christian says, I'd love a beer, but I've got a tennis match in an hour and a half. British says Boozy Friday. Well, mine's just a soft drink, Cherry Tango. If anyone lives in the UK, I don't know if other countries have these, actually. Ice Blast. When you go to the cinema and you get an ice blast. Does anyone know what I mean? An ice blast? It tastes exactly like ice blast. It's like a treat I always used to have when I went to the cinema. Oh, it's actually made by Tango. That makes sense now. Oh, they're so good, ice blast. These things. They're like slushies. So that makes sense now. They've obviously used the exact same flavour, except those are made out of ice. Oh, ice blasts are so good. Ice blasts are goated. How we doing, Del Boy? Caesar says, you still have Strand Larson, lol. Hey, I tell you what, he's back in training, so who's laughing now? I've just got a striker back who's got Southampton in Game Week 29, so who's the real winner? Yeah, probably not me, because I've taken about 0.4 million price drops, but hey, it is what it is. He's back. When was the last time he played? Oh, it's only been 2 games. What the hell? Feels like he's been out for months. Yeah, what is he now? 5.2 or something? Oh, he's killed my team value, but he's going to be handy in 29. Yeah, I hope you have all enjoyed this stream so far, by the way. If you have, drop it a like. Make sure you're subscribing. Let me catch up on chat. So Jack said, do I start Gakpo expecting Rodgers to sub or what? No, I'd start Rodgers over Gakpo. I mean, if you've got Gakpo, he's got to be a sell now, hasn't he? Because he's got City. Like, he might not even play against Southampton because they've got the PSG game. But I mean, maybe if you use your transfers already, then you keep him. If you've got transfers, sell him. Otherwise, yeah, start Rodgers. Crispy Bacon says, happy Friday, Oscar. Best differential to gain points. I think Cunha and Wissa. Wissa's 12.7. What's Cunha's ownership like? Cunha's, is he higher? 10.1. What's Semenyo? 9. Yeah, Semenyo's good. Cunha, Semenyo. Anyone else I'm forgetting? Those would be my main 2, I would say. Glasner. What's Glasner's ownership? Can anyone check that? So So there's 2.3 million assistant managers active, so we can work out how many Glasners are active. Never thought I'd be saying that sentence before this season started. What's Glasner's ownership? 3.4%. Hey Siri, what's 3.4% of 2.3 million? 78,000. It was 0.7 last night. I guess that's going to shoot up as we near the deadline, but it's probably not going to pass 5%, is it? Thereabouts. There's your differential. That's crazy. Wow. Huge upside on Glasner. I mean, I suppose like McKenna and those guys will be even bigger as well. Bigger upside. I'll just set your HomePod off. Did anyone's Siri go, hey Alexa? I don't have an Alexa, so I'm all good. Did I set anyone's off there? Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. What website is Focal using with the next 5 fixtures? Oh, this is a browser add-on called FPL Tools, I think. Yeah, FPL Tools. It puts the fixtures under the players. So I quite like that. It's quite nice to see at a glance. Because you can kind of just look at a glance your rotations with your players. And it's nice for the team selection video as well. Semenyo or Kluivert, mate? Ooh. I mean, that... It's really hard to separate them. Like, Semenyo gets the minutes. Kluivert's managed to get more points with worse underlying numbers, but he is on pen, so that's played a part, I suppose. I'd probably say Kluivert. Kluivert, just about. What's the add-on called again? FPL Tools. It's free. Hey, you know what else is free? The FPL Focal app. Oh, I forgot to generate a code. Maybe people don't care anymore about the giveaways. I don't know if anyone actually cares about the season membership giveaways, but I forgot to do one this week. But if anyone's not got my app, just pushed a big update out on it actually. So now it updates during games. The bonus points update live. I've been messing around with the theme here, but you see the little bonus widget. This updates live during games now. You don't even have to refresh anymore. You just enter your ID like that, boom, and then look how quickly you get your live rank. It's the quickest way to get your live rank. Oh, that guy's doing all right. 1, 2, 3 ID. Yeah, you get bonus points. You can check like fixtures. You can go next 5 game weeks, or you can go next 2 game weeks. Custom range, price changes, the Players League. Jota's 73k. Anyone beating Jota? Top all-time managers, injuries, the worst active team. Oh, did you see this? This is brutal. This guy was 641st in the world, and then he wildcarded last week into 46 points. Captained Rodgers. So anyway, that's a fun little widget on the website as well. FPL.page is the URL. Or if you just want to get it on your phone, search FPL Focal in the App Store and it's free. There are some little like extra features if you want to support it for £1.49. Like you can change the theme, remove the ads, rearrange widgets, remove some. And also the first month is completely free, so you could just try it and cancel if you don't like it. So you can't go wrong for £1.49 to support the running costs of the website, because it's expensive, trust me. Anyway, Salah says Glasner is in for a -4. Do I sell Rodgers and buy Kluivert, or sell João Pedro and buy Wissa and Bumo and Semenyo? I don't think you need to take a -4, really. I mean, you could do Rodgers to Kluivert. If you have to play João Pedro, I'd do the Wissa one. If you don't have to play him, I would leave it. I think Rodgers to Kluivert's a pretty nice -4. I like that. I'd rather do that than the other one. Yeah. It really depends on how you're looking for Game Week 29 as well. Because obviously, like, everyone needs to kind of look at their teams and work out if they're going to have a problem in 29. And if they are, you've got the opportunity to bring a hit forward to this week, if that makes sense. And that's why I'm actually thinking about the hit for Gabriel. Because in my case, I'm going to get to 29 and I'm having to play Greaves or take a -4. And that applies to all of you. Like, if you've got players in your team like Sarr, Rogers, and these players are guaranteed to cause you a -4 or a -8 in Game Week 29, then logically, just bring the hit forward now when they've got a nice fixture, Wolves home. If that makes sense. Can I get a code, please? I can generate one on the fly real quick if you guys want me to do a giveaway for a season membership. British says, I'll check it out. Ben says, what tango flavour are you drinking? This one is cherry. Cherry tango is today's one. I've also got apple ones in the fridge. I've spoilt myself. I bought both. A little crate of 8 tangos.
Like a beautiful memory or a casual passing ghost. Can't you see that I should be
No, I'm not keeping slot. I'm thinking about making 3 moves for -4, which should be Glasner, Cliver, and Gabriel for slot, Bruno, and Greaves. Turn this jam up, bro. I'll turn up a little bit. There we go. Tango blueberry. I didn't know they did a blueberry flavour. You've been tangoed. Fella says 1,915 watching, only 339 likes. Smash that like button, he says. Hey, fella doing the heavy lifting for me here. Hey, you don't have to like the stream. If you don't like it, you can also dislike it. That's okay too. Man's got all the tango, but no dango. Alright, Captain Poll results. 73% Salah, 7% Isak, 13% Mbumo, 8% other. Right, what's everyone's other? 8% of you are on other. Not on Salah, Isak or Mbumo. Who's the other? Captaincy rankings. I don't have a proper ranking, but I do have reviews projections. And it really is close this week. Like, Erdegaard's actually top, but only lit by literally 0.1. So it's irrelevant. That's noise. Salah 6.0 and Mbumo 6.0. So look, Salah and Mbumo dead even. So if you want to take on the free risk, as you could put it, go Mbumo. Trossard, Isak also 6. Palmer 5.8. I was pissing around with Dango, Kluivert's and Semenya's minutes earlier, but Dango's slightly ahead, 5.8. Kluivert 5.5. Semenya 5.3. The only thing that's put me off buying Dango, I would have bought Dango by the way, but Evan Nilsson is really near a return apparently. So I'm thinking about 29. I'm thinking maybe I'll just be extra safe and go Kluivert. It's not even like Kluivert's a bad pick. Like, he's great. So that's why I'm looking to go Kluivert now. Oliver says Waneri gang. Yeah, who's buying Waneri? Solid pick. Ray's captain in Dango. Yeah, fair play. Kluivert captain, Son captain, Kluivert. Hey, this is the other reason I'm quite happy to be buying Kluivert. Number one, I'm getting rid of Bruno finally. Number two, I'm buying someone that a lot of people are buying and even captaining him. So I guess I'm covering my ass a bit. Like, imagine Kluivert goes off and I don't have him. That's the risk you take every week though. You can't have them all, but I've got the opportunity to finally be rid of Bruno, who's probably going to play CDM against Everton. Trossard captain, yeah, good shout. BBM says, let's do it, Volts. They're going Wissa captain together. Matoma captain. Yeah, I mean, if he has another game like the last one, you'll be laughing. Right, let's turn this back down a wee bit. Wex says, how we doing, Zykel? Hope you're well. Wex says, hey Oscar, start Cunha or Rogers, Castagna or, is that Mikalenko? I would start Cunha over Rogers, and I'd start Castagna over Mikalenko, I would say. Yeah. It's pretty close, but yeah. Cunha, I think Cunha over Rogers is more obvious. Castagna Mikalenko is pretty much a coin toss, but I'd say Castagna's more attacking. Got the clean sheet odds actually, if anyone's got some 50-50s like that. Let's refer to that. Where are Fulham here? Oh, Fulham are 4th this week, 32%. Yeah, so Everton 30. So yeah, it's literally 2% between Fulham and Everton. So yeah, that makes sense. YT says, hi Oscar, here's my 8 attackers. Who do I bench out of Palmer, Salah, Kluivert, Semenyo, Wood, Isak, Cunha and Mbumo? Keep up the good work. Much love. Thanks, YT. Appreciate that. Who to bench out of those 8? I think it has to be Wood. Yeah, I think it has to be Wood. Like away at Newcastle, on paper, he's got the toughest of all the fixtures, I would say. Like, you obviously start with your midfielders. So it's one of the front 3. I think it has to be Wood, yeah. What are we thinking? Well, I'm thinking this week, 3 transfers. It's going to cost me a hit, but I'm hoping long term it'll set me up nicely for Game Week 29-30. Because I might not wildcard till 31, so I'm looking to buy Gabriel as a hit, which seems a bit mad saying out loud, but I think long term it does set me up nicely. I might use him in Game Week 27 as well, because he's got Forest. Game Week 29 he'll be great, Chelsea home. Game Week 30 I'll need him for Chelsea home, because I love Colwill with Spurs, I love Tarkowski with Liverpool, so I'm going to need him then as well. So it kind of makes sense to bring the hit forward in my team, and I think that probably applies to a lot of you as well with like Bournemouth mids. If you're already a player down or 2 players down in 29, you can bring hits forward. It's that time of the season where there's going to be a lot of hits. There's going to be loads in 29. So hopefully if I can take this one, I don't have to make a single transfer till Game Week 29 after that. Mark, thanks for the super chat. It says, hi all and hey Oscar. I didn't move Gakpo to Watkins for the -12 last week. Oh yeah, I remembered you asked me that, and I said I wouldn't do it for a -12. Would you do Gakpo to Wood this week for a -4? And if so, who would you bench from Palmer and Mbumo, Kluivert, Dango, Isak and Cunha? I wouldn't go with -4 for Wood. Can you not just bench Gakpo? If I was selling Gakpo for -4, I feel like Wissa makes more sense. Like, if we compare the fixtures side by side for a second here. Wood's got Newcastle away, Arsenal home, Man City home, Ipswich. Then like the net, I know he's having an unbelievable season, but that's a really difficult run of 3 fixtures, surely. If you can pick who to bring in. Or Wissa's got Leicester away, Everton home, Villa home. It's just really Game Week 29 that favours Wood. The other 3 fixtures favour Wissa. I wouldn't take the hit if you can bench Gakpo. If you have to make a move, I'd rather go Wissa over Wood. And yeah, sorry I didn't recommend it. It was a -12 to be fair for Watkins, but yeah, I remembered that as soon as he scored. I was like, I regret now that giving that advice. But obviously I can't read the future, and there's some stuff I get wrong every week. Otherwise I'd be #1 in the world. VS says, should I do Rodgers to Semenyo or Kluivert for a -4 using my 1-3 transfer slot to Glasner? Yeah, I quite like Rodgers out for a -4 because you get better fixtures with the Bournemouth mids. You get an extra fixture in Game Week 29. So yeah, I'd say Kluivert if I was picking either, but they're a bit of a coin toss really. Like, Semenyo is better for minutes, higher upside because he's low ownership. But Kluivert, he's got more points this season, he's on pens. Proper coin toss if I'm honest. Could go either way the next few, but I'd say Kluivert if I was picking one. I think it's okay for a -4. Triple captain Wood. Not sure about that. What's your move, or are you rolling? I'm going to make 3 moves, most likely. It'll be slot to Glasner, Bruno to Kluivert, and Greaves to Gabriel. Oh, that's something I wanted to ask you. If I'm bringing in Gabriel, who do I bench? Tarkowski or Munoz? Let me do a poll. I'll put their fixture as well, because Tarkowski's got Man United home. Munoz has got Fulham away. So who would you rather bench? Bench Trent. I didn't even think about putting him on there. Yeah, defenders are a nightmare this week, really, aren't they? None of them look great. Anyway, get your votes on that. Right, scout selection. Let us know in chat. How many players have you got? Let's have a look at this week's. So, this week it is Pickford in goal. They've gone Gabriel, Pedro Porro, Kirkes, Salah and Bumo, Matoma, Dango, Isaac, Watkins and Wissa. They're on captain, Salah and Arteta, assistant manager. How many have you guys got? So I've got, if I do the Gabriel here, there'll be Gabriel, Salah and Bumo, Isaac and Wissa. Just 5 for me. 4, 5. Jan's on 7. 7. 4. 4, 4. A lot of 4s, 5s. Yeah, it seems like 4 and 5. So they've gone a bit rogue, like with a couple of picks. Pedro Porro. Pickford. Maybe because they've gone Pickford, I should be starting Tarkowski. Benching Munoz. What do you guys think? Seems like a coin toss, really, doesn't it? That'd be my potential team. So it'd be Glasner in, it'd be Cliver in, and it would be Gabriel in. Maybe I should stick a poll up on X as well. Yeah, let me do that. Start Tarkowski or Munoz. Right. Tarkowski. I'll put the fixture as well. There's only... How long till the deadline? Just under an hour. So I'll make it a 1 hour poll. Not even that. How long we got till the deadline? 45 minutes? Is that right? Alright, boom. Alright, let me see what you guys have voted anyway. So, 54% say bench Tarkowski. 46% say bench Munoz. This is what I was saying earlier though, like I don't feel at all sure about my team this week, and I should have thought about it before I went live. That was the 50-50 I just didn't have time to think about before hitting go live. DBC, Oscar, you legend. I hope you reach 300 years of age. Obviously, the caveat is there's an FPL question as well. Enzo to Cliver -4. I'm thinking Enzo does have Southampton and Leicester in the next 2. Goals should have counted against Brighton as well. Would I take him out from -4? I don't know. He's gone. He's a bit of a dead pick now, isn't he, Enzo? Like, just as everyone started buying him, he stopped returning. I heard he got back with his ex though, and there was some like trend when he broke up with his ex. He started doing well in FPL, and now they're back together. And he's not delivering in FPL or for Chelsea as well. Would I do it for -4? Probably not, given that they've got the 2 promoted teams coming up. Paredes says, do I keep Gakpo or Ndai? Both won't play in 29. What are your thoughts? Well, Gakpo's worth more, so I suppose you can do more with that money. Like, I would go to Cunha or Wissa if you haven't got either of those. Yeah. I mean, is Ndai definitely out for the double? Gakpo makes sense to get rid of first anyway. Let me go back to this poll minute. Is it 50-50? Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, it properly is. I made the mistake before though, right? I benched Munoz for Colwill because Colwill had the better clean sheet odds, and then Munoz went and got the clean sheet and the assist against Man United, and I benched his 11 points, and I think Colwill got me like 1, 2 points. So I'm just reluctant to bench Munoz when he's actually attacking. Tarkowski's pretty good as well, like aerially on set pieces, so it is close. What's the clean sheet odds say on that? I guess they'll be favouring Everton. Everton 30%, Palace 22%, so it's 8%, only 8% difference. It's not huge, is it? Yeah, so I'd go Cunha or Wissa Paredes, sell Gakpo first. If we can sell both for 2 free transfers, then even better, yeah. Our Jagannath says, Palmer captain against Villa's high line, he's due a haul. He's long overdue a haul, isn't he? Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult to back someone out of form though, isn't it? Like, you just look at Salah's recent output. 12, 8, 13, 16, 8, 3, 2, 7, 16, 9, 21. Like, how many double-digit returns is he on? Is he on double-digit returns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 double-digit returns. What's Palmer on? Just feels like it might be overthinking it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what's Salah on like twice as many double-digit returns? Clean sheet odds. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, I don't know. It feels a bit like overthinking. Like, Salah's on comfortably record pace this season. Like, when he set the record for the all-time record for points, he was on like 81 less points than he is at right now. Like, what more can we really ask for? No, I'm going to sell Slot, Charles. I'm going to buy Glasner. Tuna says, keep Slot or pick Arteta. Don't trust Crystal Palace. Yeah, I think Slot to Arteta is fine. I don't mind selling Slot at all. These are the manager projections. So what's Slot on? Where is he? 5.4. So, yeah, if you don't trust Palace, then yeah, I'd go Arteta. Right, let me check the poll results. 53.4% on Twitter say start Munoz. 46% say start Tarkowski. So it really is a coin toss, that one. And over here, 52% say bench Tarkowski. 48% say bench Munoz. Yeah, I should have thought about this before I went live. Oh, maybe I'll just flip a coin. It really does feel like a coin toss. Maybe I bench Tarkowski because I'm on assistant manager Glasner, and I chase the upside. I think that makes sense, doesn't it? May as well chase the upside. Man, you won't score. That's the thing. Man, you've been so bad recently, haven't they? Man U fans, is there any realistic chance that you score against Everton? Chase the upside. Yeah. I mean, I could just not buy Gabriel at all, by the way, and then I just like, and then I don't have to deal with this headache. But the thing is, I quite like the idea of having Gabriel home to West Ham. Plus, I might start him in game week 27 when they've got Forest. 0% chance. And he's going to come in handy in game week 29 as well, because I'm going to have to take a hit either way in game week 29. Or I play Greaves. So I think I'm pretty settled on buying Gabriel for the -4. And then also it'd be Clivert in for Bruno and Glasner in for Slot. So really it's just like, who do I bench, Munoz or Tarkowski? Maybe I start Munoz because I've got assistant manager Glasner and I just chase the maximum upside. What are they like for clean sheets this season? Munoz has got 2 goals, 4 assists and 7 clean sheets. They kept one away against Man United, away against Leicester. Yeah, so the last 3 away games they had clean sheets. but it was Man United, West Ham and Leicester. Best Ahmad replacement. I'd say a Bournemouth midfielder, to be honest with you. It's kind of like the default answer for the best mids right now. Unless you can afford Mbeumo and haven't got him, then Mbeumo. Otherwise, Kluivert, Semenyo, Dango, probably in that order. And then Nwaneri, I'd say, for Arsenal. Anyone buying Nwaneri or already got him? Obviously got an assist last match. He got a couple of bonus points. Wissa or Cunha? I think Cunha's probably better overall. Like this week, Wissa's better, but overall, next 4 or 5, Cunha's better. So I'd say Cunha. And he's on pens, right? Is Nwaneri nailed for 90 minutes? He's maybe not nailed for 90, but like he has to be nailed right now because of all the injuries. I'm wondering this match if it'll be Sterling on the bench, Trossard left wing, and then he just starts Mourinho as a striker. I think that's probably what he does because Sterling is one of I can't remember the last time I saw such a bad performance from an Arsenal player, honestly. I don't know what happened to him. He was so good, like at City, and he just looks like a shadow of his former self. Like he regressed at Chelsea, and then he's regressed even more on this loan. The way your team's set up, you don't have to bring in Gabriel this week. Delaying the -4 has positives. Yeah, but the thing is, Blue AK, the only reason I'm considering it is because I'm going to have to take a -4 anyway for Gabriel and Gameweek 29. Really. I have to, really. I'm trying to think if there's a scenario where I don't. Like, I could just play Greaves. But he's got Forest home. Let me refresh the fixtures. He's got Forest home, and then he's got Bournemouth away in Gameweek 30 as well. So I think if I'm selling Bruno this week, I'm going to have to take a hit in 29 anyway, if that makes sense. The alternative is I just do slot to Glasner, and I keep Bruno all the way through Gameweek 29. But should I really keep Bruno that long when there's a chance he plays centre mid again? They're looking really bad regardless. Kluivert's home to Wolves. Wolves have got Agbadou out. So I forgot what I was saying now. Don't sell Bruno, is that what you're saying? I think it makes sense though to sell Bruno. It's one of those, like he could, if they have all the players back, he could be as a 10 against Ipswich home, and that's quite nice. And he's got Leicester in 29. Keep Bruno. Are you Andy in disguise? No, but I might be turning into Andy here, but maybe not, because I'm actually thinking of getting rid of him. I'm at the point where I think Kluivert, even though it means a -4 or somewhere, is worth bringing him. This might be overthinking it now as the day's gone on. Or any of you ever done this? Like, as the week goes on, you start to think about moves more and more, and you end up on the wrong one. This might be what I'm doing right now. Because if any of you watched my team selection video, I was just going to go slot to Glasner, and then I was maybe thinking about doing Greaves to Howsam. And then I did the final thoughts video, and I was thinking, actually, I don't even need to do Howsam. It's a bit sideways because there's not much clean sheet. The clean sheet odds aren't that much better for Howsam this week. So then that changed, and then it's changed again where I'm thinking, fuck it, -4. Kluivert's in. Gabriel's in. I don't know. Am I overthinking it? Or does it make sense to sell Bruno? So 54% say bench Tarkowski, 46% say Munoz. I think I'm with you on that. Yeah. I think that makes sense. Anyway, thanks for letting me bounce my thinking off you, because yeah, it's a difficult week this week. Like I said, I've not had loads of time to think about my team today. Been a proper busy day. But yeah, I'm feeling a bit settled on that now, and it's probably going to go horribly wrong. So, let me catch up on chat. Darren says, hope you're well, Oscar. Gakpo for Cunha or Watkins? Cunha, Darren. Watkins is nice, but he blanks in 29, so I'm not looking to go there at all. Maybe you're free hitting in 29. Will I consider it then? What's Villa's fixtures like? They've got Chelsea. Nah. Chelsea, Palace, Brentford. Nah, I'll just go Cunha, Darren. Gakpo to Cunha, I like. If I was selling Gakpo, I would be going Cunha. Or if you've got Cunha, Wissa. Cotsiel says Mateta triple captain. I mean, if you still get your triple captain, surely use it on Isak and double game week 32. Surely. Or wait till game week 36 and hope there's a double there. If I still had triple captain, I'd be using it on Isak that week. Faisal says, hey Focal, what do you think of Clive at captain? Also, I've got Isak, Wissa and Watkins. I need to bench one. Who should I bench? It'll have to be Watkins, I think. Can't bench Isak in a home fixture. Can't bench Wissa when he's got Leicester. So it'll have to be Watkins. Clive at captain. Yeah, I don't hate it. I just think maybe it's overthinking going against Salah, but I mean what I've just said could age horribly, and Salah blanks against City. That wouldn't be that unsurprising. But like, he's on record pace as far as FPL points at this stage. No one's ever come close to the amount of points he's on at this stage. Like, what more has Salah got to do for us to think, yeah, set and forget? What more has he got to do? I think next week, actually, it's more of an interesting one because you can go Palmer home to Southampton. That's a bit more obvious, I think. This week, there's no other fixtures that are leaping off the page. And maybe I'll be overthinking again next week, like, because Salah's home to Newcastle. But I think you can make the case for Palmer home to Southampton a lot easier than you can make the case for some of the other players this week over Salah. Tricky, though. But I'm sticking with Salah. Butter Knight says, is Matoma a shout or not? Don't hate it. Like, he's got a nice fixture this week, but I would rather one of the Bournemouth mids and Bumo before I considered Matoma. Slot out Postecoglou in. Nah, I mean, there's no table bonus for Spurs, so what's the point on Postecoglou away at Ipswich? I'm not a fan of that. I think I read the last time someone had 15 goals, 15 assists at this stage was Messi in like 2014. And now Salah's done it this season. Like, that's the kind of season he's having. Mark, thanks for the super chat. He says, thanks, Oscar. No worries about the Gakpo minus 12. I'm still the one making the decision to transfer out or not. Ask the questions more to get your logic on the proposed moves. Keep up the great channel, mate. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think most people will share your sentiment. I get the odd comment that's like, I can't believe you did this move, like, because they've copied it and then it's not gone well. Like, 64k is alright at this stage. That's a platform to build in for the run-in, but there have been some bad decisions along the way this season. That happens to, I think, pretty much everyone, I'd say. Even number one in the world will have like decisions that they get wrong. So yeah, I appreciate that, Mark. Ahmed says, Wissa for Wood or on Bumo for Gordon. I would prioritise Bumo for Gordon. Gordon blanks in 29. And Wood's in better form in a nutshell. Yeah, I'd go for that. And Bumo in for Gordon. D-Lang says, can you not do Bruno to Cliver and Greaves to Gabriel on keep slot to save the -4? I could, yeah. But in a way, if we go back to the projections, it's almost like free risk looking at this. So slots on 5.4 projected points. Glasner 8.0. So it's not quite actually. What's the gap there? 2.6. So there's quite a big gap there in terms of their projected points. So I don't know. I just think I might as well chase the upside of Glasner. Why not? We might never have this chip again next season. But yeah, you're right, I could. Your loyalty to Bruno is insane. I'm selling him, Reese. I'm selling him. He's gone this week. I'm doing it. So I'm not going to do it just yet, but I'll do it very soon. Slot to Glasner. Bruno to Kluivert. And Greaves to Gabriel. And in theory, hopefully you still watch my videos, but in theory, the next 3 game weeks, I'm going to roll till game week 29, and then I'll spend 3 transfers. The next few team selections, I'll be like, welcome back for another video. This game week, I'm captain of Salah and I'm rolling. See you soon for the next one. Yeah, in theory, I can just roll for a few weeks now. Ellis, thanks for becoming an FPL Focal member. Thanks for your support, Ellis. Welcome to the channel. Let me catch up on chat. Adams, thanks for the 14 months. Start Rodgers or Bruno? Rodgers or Bruno? Have you got an Everton defender? I feel like they're a coin toss, but if you've got an Everton defender, just chase the upside and start Rodgers. Feels like a coin toss that. I think I'd start Rodgers regardless, you know, just about. Yeah, Fikri says start Rodgers. I think I'd start him regardless, especially if you've got an Everton defender. It always scares me that you leave it late to the deadline. It's just in case of last minute leaks and stuff. Agraya, thanks for becoming a member as well. Thanks very much for your support. Confetti cannon's not working. Oh, there it goes. Ricardo says, hi Oscar, bit of a weird one this week. Start 1, bench 2. Vardy, João Pedro and Aina. Good luck with the game week, everyone. Start 1, bench 2. I would start Vardy. I mean, João Pedro, I think he's lost his spot. Maybe he comes back in this game, but he's been benched the last couple. He was benched in the FA Cup, wasn't he? Start Vardy. Ad says, start Dango or Wissa. I've got Mbeumo and Kluivert. Wow, Dango or Wissa? That's difficult, that one. Really, that's a coin toss. They've both got great fixtures. I don't know how to separate those. Probably Wissa. He's against a worse team, I suppose. Like Leicester have lost 9 of the last 10, so I'd go Wissa. Yeah, you've got to start on Mbeumo and Kluivert. So Graya said, hi Oscar, do I start Trent over Rodgers or Murphy? Over Rodgers or Murphy? I wouldn't start Murphy. Trent versus Rodgers. I'd probably start Rodgers over Trent. Yeah, I probably would. Yeah, I'd be a bit surprised if Liverpool keep a clean sheet, to be honest with you. What's your final 11? It will be Munoz, Gabriel, Trent, the midfield 5, and then Wissa and Isak. So I'll lock in the transfers soon. Thanks again, Ellis and Agraya, for becoming members. Rodgers versus Dango. Oh, Dango over Rodgers for sure. If I was buying a Bournemouth mid though, I'd go Kluivert or Semenyo now. Just on the outside chance that Dango's minutes don't look as good by the time we get to game week 29, because apparently Evan Nilsson's nearing a return. That was what Areola suggested in his press conference today. Let's have a quick peek at what the most transfer player is this week. Marmouche, it's very close. Then it's Kluivert, 512,000. Mitoma, Cunha, Dango, Waneri and Mbeumo. Wissa, Beto, Mateta. So who's the most sold? Just over 1 million have sold Ahmad, and then it's Gakpo. Yeah, if you've got Gakpo, sell him. He's got to be a sell. Unless you can afford to bench him and it's a -4 or whatever. Otherwise, yeah, he's got to be a priority sell. We've got just under half an hour to the deadline. Keep your questions coming. If you've enjoyed the stream and the content that I prepared for it, then do hit like and make sure you're subscribing. It's completely free to subscribe. Yeah, Waneri's up there. It kind of makes sense because he's so cheap and he doesn't blank in 29. And he got a return last week. He was the best player on the pitch against Leicester, which is saying something because he's 17 as well. Play Gakpo or Rodgers? Rodgers. Hey Oscar, which two of Munoz, Robinson and Van Dijk? I would say Robinson and Munoz. Start Palmer or Waneri? Palmer. Mitoma or Minte? Mitoma. Hey Oscar, Rogers to Mbumo or Kluivert? Mbumo. Who's the best manager to have? I would say this week it's you go Arteta and you kind of just back the likeliest outcome, which is Arsenal beating West Ham, or you chase the table bonus upside and you go Glasner. I mean, interestingly, Van Nistelrooy's on the same projected points as Glasner here. Let me grab Review's projected manager points as well, just so we can compare side by side. The more sources, the better, right? The more data points. Let's see what Review's saying about the manager projections this week. Yeah, Rob CFPL's done it nicely there with the market data. There we go, screenshot of that. So on that one, it's Arteta 8.5, Glasner 8.0, Van Nistelrooy 8.0. It's similar on Review, but it's Arteta 8.4, Glasner 7.7, McKenna 7.5, and also Van Nistelrooy 7.5. So yeah, the bookies, or whatever Review use their algorithm, are backing Leicester with an outside chance of getting table bonus. But that's the thing, like with the assistant manager chip, even an assist is a good outcome, because you get 5 extra points just for that. Rob's is also the same now. Oh, okay, has he done another one? Right, let's stick a poll up, because I know loads of you have got the assistant manager active. There's 2.3 million active this week. So we'll do a poll on which manager. So which manager have you got if the assistant manager is active? So obviously if you don't have yours active, then just ignore this poll. Arteta, Slot, Glasner, and other. If you go other, message in chat, who's your other assistant manager? Glasner for a -4. Yeah, the thing about managers for a -4 is I'm more reluctant, to tell people not to do it, because at the end of the day, he costs you like what, 0.8 mil, and the upside is like insane with their managers. Like if they can get a result away at Fulham, like 2-1 or something, that's like not 18 points, I think. 18 points for like 0.8 mil of your budget. So I do think if you just want to go for it, go for it. Like, there's no player. The cheapest player in FPL is 4 million, right? And they're never coming close to getting you 18 points. Like, once upon a time, Lundstrom got, I think, 21 points. And he got a brace and a clean sheet. But like, it just doesn't happen. And he was 4 million, right? Glasner is 0.8 mil. McKenna's 0.5 mil. So I'm more reluctant to tell people not to do it. So like, yeah, if you fancy it, just go for it. Like, it could be the last time we ever get to play the chip. Who knows if it'll be here next season. Garian says Herzler in, Slot out, Operation Southampton. Yeah, I think that's a decent shout as well. Just target Southampton, right? With the greatest respect to Southampton fans, worst team in the league this season, right? Worst underlying data, worst for expected goals conceded. They are a team to target for sure. So Herzler's nice. No table bonus, of course. Depends what kind of manager you are. Like Arteta and Herzler are the likeliest to get you something, I would say. Glasner, less likely. Like, based on those odds, right? If we go back to this, 26% chance they win, 28% chance they draw. So there's only a 54% chance that you're getting table bonus. 54% chance. But imagine it's that 1 in 4 times that Palace do win this one. And you're getting 10 extra points. So 16 points just for the win. So yeah, it's a really, really powerful chip. It's got some crazy swings. Also, if I just go back and look at the last 2 game weeks, if they've taught us anything, game week 24, Moyes outscores Slot. Game week 25, Emery outscores Slot, I think. So those that went Moyes to Emery, you guys are 8 points up. 8 points up on those of us that just had Slot back to back. So it just makes me think like maybe chasing the bonus is the way to go. I don't know. Catalan says Gakpo to Cunha from -4 and bench Eze. From -4. I'd only do that if you're going to have to take a -4 anyway in game week 29, if that makes sense. Like if you're going to have to take a hit anyway because you've got Gakpo, you've got Eze and other players blanking, then bring the hit forward. That's kind of going to be I think the message the next couple of weeks. If you already have to take a hit in 29 and there's a fixture to target now, logically just bring the hit forward. So, you know, you're seeing lots of people doing Sarr to Kluivert, Rodgers to Mbeumo, you know, this sort of thing. Because you can just bring it forward. Do you have background music or am I going insane? Yeah, I do. I have background music. Hopefully it's not too loud. Or is it too quiet? I'll turn it up a little bit. So, Bray says, is the next best window to use the manager chip game week 31? Yeah, next best window is 31. And I'd use it on Eddie Howe. Game week 31, they've got Leicester. And then you've got double game week 32, Man United and Palace. And then you've got the potential double game week in 33. This might not fit very well, but if you want to watch the experts video, I've put the odds, approximate odds of teams doubling in 33. So Newcastle could get back-to-back doubles. Or if they don't, then you just go Howe to someone else for the double game week. That's a really nice span of 3 game weeks there. So that's what I would do if you still got the assistant manager chip. Bertman says, best and die replacement with nothing in the bank. Welbeck. With nothing in the bank. Yeah, it'd have to be Welbeck. I don't think there is anyone else. I'd go Welbeck over Beto, yeah. If you've got nothing in the bank. Yeah, I think you've got it right there, Bertman. There isn't anyone else. Paul says Beto. I don't know if I'd be buying Beto over Welbeck, though. I mean, neither are that convincing picks, but I'd say Welbeck's better. And he's got Southampton this week, so surely Welbeck over Beto, yeah. Have to be Welbeck. Gaz says, Hollard, would you do Murphy to Waneri or Slot to Glasner? Slot to Glasner, I think, is better, yeah. More upside. I like that more. Yeah, it's more upside than selling Murphy to Waneri. Again, it depends on how you're looking for 29 though. Like if you're going to have to take in a hit in 29 anyway, then you could just do it this week because Waneri is better than Murphy this week. You better believe it. Lewis says, I'm gambling. Glasner assistant manager, Kluivert captain. You know what, Lewis? Imagine Kluivert bags a brace. Palace beat Fulham. That's changed. That's season defining. You'll fly up your mini leagues. You'll fly up the ranks. That's why we play this game, right? We just love it for these potential swings, for these huge moments where everything goes right. A few times a season, everything's perfect. Everything lines up nicely. But this is FPL. I feel like it's such an unforgiving game, and more often than not, it actually goes wrong. And it could be one of those where Palace lose, Kluivert blanks, and we go again next week. But you know what? I'll love Kluivert myself, Lewis, and I love Glasner. So let's hope we're both celebrating next week. The FPL stars align. Exactly, John. PP's PP says, I think I'm going to risk it and captain and Boomo YOLO. It's definitely feeling like a YOLO week. Not just captaincy, but assistant manager, right? A lot of people are at the tail end of the 3 weeks. No way. FPL Zeitgul says they earned for 3 centuries in a row, 3 100+ point scores. Thanks for using my question in your last video. No worries. Right, let me flick over Twitter just in case there's any leaks or anything else I've missed. More list. I mean, we're not going to have leaks for tonight, really, are we? Brentford, I imagine, will be as expected, won't it? Oh, there's Lewis Skelly and Marino in training. Marino striker, do we reckon? Calafiori in training. Gabriel and Saliba in training. It's just Arsenal stuff. Right, I'll lock in these transfers. Slot to Glasner. And then it was Bruno to Cliver, and it was Greaves to Gabriel. Those were the 3 moves. Right, make transfers. So Greaves to Gabriel, Bruno to Cliver, and slot to Glasner. Good luck to my fellow. That's only my 2nd hit of the season. How many hits have you guys taken this season? There we are. It's done. That all looks right. Save team. 3 hits. Too many hits. Too many hits. 10. What? 10 hits. Minus 40 you've taken in hits this season. Fair play. 4 hits. I think that's only my 2nd, you know. Yeah, I mean... Oh, wait, bench. That's not ready to share yet. Tarkowski ahead of Strand Larsen? Or is that right? Does Strand Larsen start? Who would you have on the bench first? Strand Larsen or Tarkowski? Any Wolves fans? Does Strand Larsen start, or do you reckon he's eased in? Because Hwang's out, right? Is that right, like that? Tarkowski, Strand Larsen, and then Tarkowski. Sorry, yeah, I'll do... I think I missed the super chat. I'll get to that in a sec. Strand Larsen starts, you reckon? If Strand Larsen starts, I think I put him ahead. Sophie's no hits this season. I respect the patience. I don't know if I've ever done a whole season without one. Maybe once or twice before. Yeah, I'm not sure about Strand Larsen or Tarkowski, you know. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Right. Bertman says, I'm a bit late. Should I do slot to Glasner from -4? And if so, I can use the extra money to improve on Welbeck. Oh, yeah, if you can improve on Welbeck by doing that, I'd say that's worth it. How far can you stretch? Like, if you can get to Cunha or Wissa, those are a big upgrade on Welbeck for the next 4 or 5 weeks, yeah. Because, like, the thing is, Welbeck's got Man City in Game Week 29. So, that's worth it, yeah. Do that. How long have you been playing FPL for? I think 2012-ish? Or 2010? It's like 13 years, maybe. I vaguely remember playing for longer, but I lost the login details because this is going way back when I was really young. But I can't, yeah, I think about 12, 13 years maybe. How long's everyone been playing? Oh yeah, let me screenshot this and quickly share it. So Salah captain and Boomo vice. Yeah, that's right. Game week 26. Greaves to Gabriel. And it was Bruno. There we go. Right, let me get back to your messages. Apologies for any missed messages. So yeah, I would do that, Bertman. If you can get to like Wissa or Cliver, that's definitely worth it. Selling slot for Glasner. Russell Baker says sell Gakpo or Rogers to Cunha. I will play them. Gakpo or Rogers to Cunha. Gakpo, yeah, definitely sell Gakpo as a priority. Russell, they're both blank in 29, but Gakpo's a doubt still. Can't do Cunha, only 6.2, and you've got Wissa. Oh, is there anyone else then? I was trying to think. There's any forwards for 6.5. Like Strand Larsen's nice, but I don't know if he's going to start this week, and there is no one else. Do you have to play them, Bertman? If you don't have to play them, you could just go Strand Larsen and bench this week. Otherwise, just stick with Welbeck and don't take the hit. Could go Beto. I don't know if Beto's better though, is he? If Beto's better? Everyone's saying Beto. Maybe have a look at Beto. It's Beto or Welbeck. That's literally your options. Everyone's saying Beto. Maybe it's Beto then. Evening Skip, how are we doing? Zaid says, what would you do about Rodgers this week? I think Rodgers out for a Bournemouth mid makes sense because Villa blank in 29. Bournemouth have got Wolves home. So I think selling Rodgers is fine this week. It's not that bad if you have to play him. Like Chelsea home is not a bad fixture. But I would sell him for either Kluivert, Semenyo, and then Dango in that order. And then Nwaneri. Is there anything else you can do with your team, Bertman? Maybe double check if there's any other moves you can make to free up the money. Because I feel like Cunha and Wissa are a big upgrade in Welbeck for the next 4 or 5. What's your favourite chip oat? What's a chip oat? Should I know what that is? Flanny, thanks for 34 months. Better late than never. Hello, boss. Love you. Love you too, Flanny. Thanks for your support. Derek says, hi, Oscar. Love your content. Keep it up. I already have Dango. Slot to Glasner and Enzo to Kluivert for -4. Or just a manager transfer for free. Slot to Glasner, Enzo to Kluivert. I think I would just about do the -4 you. Yeah. It's a tricky one because Enzo's got crap fixture this week. A crap one in 29, but he's got those really nice fixtures sandwiched between. Kluivert's sort of the opposite, but Kluivert's better than Enzo as an FPL asset, so I think it's worth it. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I'd rather have Kluivert over Enzo for the next 4. You should get that hit repaid over the next 4, and then some, in theory. Dr. Yazan says, hey Oscar, who to start? Trent, Hall, Gabriel, Anderson, Mikalenko. I'd start Gabriel, obviously. I'd start Hall. And I'd start Trent. And then Anderson ahead of Miko on the bench. I feel like I should know what Chippo is, but should I Google this on stream or should I not? Oh, is it a flapjack bar? I thought it was like a euphemism for something. Is it literally like an oatmeal? That's what a question. Is that what you meant? Like my favourite oat bar or flapjack or what? I don't mind a porridge. Oh, of all time. What? I can't remember what the question was now. Of all time. Right, sorry. Oblivious says no fires right now and died to Cunha or Wissa next game week. He's 335k. I would say Cunha, yeah. I mean, if you don't have to start and die, then like, yeah, just roll. Unless Cunha's a big upgrade on someone in your team, right? Otherwise, just roll. Whereas if you've got someone in your team that you could be benching for Cunha, then yeah, make the move. Otherwise, no, just roll. Like, you're not pressed into making a move, it sounds like. Oh, I've just been tagged in. Is it a physio update? Oh, Liverpool. Gakpo has only trained with a physio. Haaland's with a physio. Saka's with a physio. Son's got a slight knock. That's it. Right, last 7 minutes. Keep the questions coming. Really enjoyed this stream. Thank you everyone that has joined me for it. Do hit like on the stream if you've not already, and subscribe if you're not already. It's completely free, and you can change your mind if you decide later actually allow FPL Focal. That's a pretty region-specific thing to say. Allow. I think only Brits will know what that means. Allow FPL Focal. Anyway, rambling. Lars Nielsen says -4 Gakpo to Cunha or play Rodgers. Yeah, it's tricky to answer these ones because it really is team specific and how you're looking for game week 29. Like if you're already looking like you might have to take a hit in 29, or you've got someone like Greaves, like I did, that you don't want to be playing, then just bring the hit forward and buy Cunha, if that makes sense. So it really depends. You have to look at your team and just check how you're looking in 29. How many players you got blanking. So like now I've currently got just Trent, Salah, and Isak. Oh, Munoz. So I'm down to 4, and it'll be what, game week 27, 28, 29. So I've got 3 free transfers, but I've got on my bench Tarkowski, Strand Larsen that'll play. Colwell I don't want to play, but Tarkowski and Strand Larsen I'll use. So that actually brings it down to 2 players and 3 free transfers. So yeah, now that I've done those moves, I should be set. Ideally, in theory, I can roll all the way to 29 now and have 3 free transfers. So yeah, do it if you're going to be light in 29 last. Otherwise, just play Rodgers. Marcus, thanks for the 30 months. Says, about to captain Wissa. How mad is that? I don't think it's that mad. I don't think it's that mad at all. I was just going to check if he's on Review's top projections. I mean, if anyone's got last minute captaincy deliberation, these are the projections on Review anyway. So basically it's completely dead even. I don't remember seeing it so close all season. So like if you've got a feeling about a player, you can always fall back on the fact that it really was that close. Like Ødegaard, Salah and Bumo, Trossard, Isak, Palmer, Dango, Kluivert, Haaland, Semenyo are all really close together. So there isn't much to go on other than your gut, because they're all projected to do similarly. Like the markets are saying that, algorithms like FPL Review are saying that, so it's all very, very close. I'm keeping it simple on Salah because he's on, 39 returns in 26, like 15 double-digit returns, 2 goals in 10. Yeah, he's really underperformed. Barry, in fairness, like over the last 6 game weeks, he's second in the entire league for XGI. Wissa is second. That's how much he's underperformed. So he has been a bit unlucky, and obviously not even included in that data, 2 offside goals last game week. One of them was unbelievably tight as well, and I couldn't quite believe it. And one of them would have been an Mbumo assist as well. So tight margins, but I don't think Wissa's crazy. Leicester have lost 9 of their last 10. And they're the only team not to keep a clean sheet in their last 10. Good question, Frederick. What did Frederick say? When Haaland event ballistic last season, we talk about him as a season captain. Why is he not the same as Salah on his potential record-breaking season? Yeah, fair point. Like, he is on record-breaking pace. I don't think he is completely set and forget, but I think in a week like this where it's really that close, I'm going to err on the side of caution. Next week, I think you can make a really strong case for Palmer. Liverpool are home to Newcastle, so again, it could go wrong. They're playing at Anfield, Liverpool. But Palmer's home to Southampton. I feel like next week's when I'm going to personally bet against Salah. So 38% are on Glasner, assistant manager, 28% Slot, 14% Arteta, 19% other. Right, final captain poll, 2 minutes left. Bumo and other. Max Jones says bench Rodgers or Mateta. I feel like Rodgers may haul. I wouldn't bench Mateta in current form. Can't bench a striker who's on pens in current form. I get you, like Rodgers is home to Chelsea, but you can't bench a striker who's in form. I mentioned that Wissa's second in the entire league over the last 6 for XGI. Mateta's first. John's on Clive captain. Ridge says, call me mad, but I went with Pereira, assistant manager. Fair play. Honestly, it's really murky this week. One of you is going to absolutely haul with your assistant manager if you've gone chasing the upside. I suppose it's possible that they all flop and those that just go Arteta will come away with the most points. That's possible too, but I do feel like there's going to be 1, maybe 2 bonus points upsets. Who's it going to be? Let's see. I've brought Glasner in. Lavella says, I went with Iriola. That's the other thing. Like, you could just back the players you've got in your team because then you benefit from the points and they kind of work in tandem. Like, if you've got Semenyo and Clivert or Clivert and Dango and you go Iriola, then they're all working together. You're tripled up. Every goal that they score for you, you're getting an extra point as assistant manager. So there is that side of it. And I did look at Thomas Frank for that reason. Because, like, if Wissa and Mbumo smash it, I'm also getting the points from Frank. But there's no table bonus, so, yeah. B-Man says, Mbumo captain locked. Max Jones... Oh, I already did that one, didn't I? Right, I think I'm caught up in chat. Boom. Is that a deadline? Right on cue. I know some of you don't stick around after we hit the deadline, so if that's you, thank you for swinging by. Do subscribe before you go. Make sure you like the stream. We'll do the predictions as well. Let me take slow mode off for everyone and see what the predictions are looking like for this game week. Right, can you see that? Leicester v Brentford. Guesses in the chat. Leicester v Brentford. Tonight's only game. What's the scoreline? No worries, Bull Terrier. If you are shooting off, thank you for swinging by. I appreciate you. 2-1, 3-1, 3-0, 3-1. 3-1. Reckon Leicester get one? No bonus. Someone said 1-0 Leicester. They've gone Van Nistelrooy, assistant manager. Everton versus Man United. What are we saying? Everton versus Man United. (2-0 to Everton. 1-0 Everton win. 2-1, 2-all. Site's still up, is it? Surely not. Oh, it is. What the hell? Was that not the deadline just now? Yo, the site's still up. Someone forgot to hit the deadline or what? What's going on? Maybe we can just wait for the lineups. Imagine there's like a... Imagine like the lineups come out and like someone's like benched or something. Wait, let me check I saved my team right then. Assistant manager, Gabriel Munoz, yeah. Right, sorry, let me get back to this. So it was pretty varied. 1-0, 2-1. I reckon Everton win that. All right. Arsenal versus West Ham. What are we saying? Still not locked in. Is there any leaks? I imagine someone's got João Pedro on their bench and we get news that he starts. No leak, nothing yet. I mean, I don't know. Well, I've never seen it do this before. You can literally still change your team. What the hell? 2-0. Okay. Bournemouth versus Wolves. Still not locked. Like, what the hell? I've never seen this before. If there's like a leak that João Pedro starts and you've got him, like, sit tight. Like, you just bring him straight into starting 11. Still not down. Wow, someone's getting fired in the morning. Who said 3-0? 2-1? Sorry, I'm a bit distracted because like if there's news like a player starts and you've got them in your team, like, wow, that's crazy. I'll keep an eye on it. 2-0 to Palace. 2-0. I'm not putting that in. Surely not. Intern took over FPL. 2-1. Are we saying table bonus or not? 2-all. 1-all. Ipswich versus Spurs. Ipswich v Spurs. Still not down, you know. How long till lineups? 10 minutes. I've never seen this happen before. This is crazy. 3-1. No table bonus. All right. Southampton versus Brighton. Southampton v Brighton. Who's the intern getting sacked in the morning? No leaks though in terms of Brighton. I'll keep an eye on it just in case any of you have got players involved tonight. It'd be good to just be aware, innit? Imagine that. That'd be controversial though. Lineups in 6 minutes. Is it? 3-1 to Brighton. Why did I say João Pedro? Tonight it's not. It's Leicester, isn't it? I don't know what I'm on about. Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Sorry, ignore what I said about João Pedro. I was thinking Brighton played tonight for some reason. I don't know what I'm on about. It's Leicester v Brentford. Aston Villa versus Chelsea. What are we saying? 2-all? A lot of people saying 2-all. Newcastle versus Forest. Still not gone down. The deadline being left open must be a sign that someone's done something stupid with their team and they're giving you extra time to fix it. Which one of you's brought in Nkunku? What a tweet. I'm not getting Nkunku back in, I refuse. 3-1. Man City versus Liverpool, last one. Man City versus Liverpool. The deadline, it's still not gone down for the deadline. This is unprecedented. Last one and then I'll switch back. 2-all. Alright. Right, who's still here? How many of you are still here? Say here in chat if you're still here. Let's see what's going on here. Is it still not down yet? Oh, I can refresh and it's still here. Shall I mean, I've got time to think about it now. Strand Larsen over Tarkowski. Is anyone still here? Oh, loads of people still here. Hey, thanks for still being here. I guess we've got a bit longer to think about our teams. When are the lineups out? 9 minutes? Yeah, there's no leaks though, so I don't know if it'll still be up. I don't know if the game will still be up when we get to the actual lineups. That would be crazy because that's never happened ever. I've never remembered that. I don't remember that ever happening. You've still got to stream till it's locked, Oski. All right, I'll keep streaming till the game locks. This is crazy. 7 minutes and the game is not locked in. Let me do a poll then. Who do I put first on my bench? I've got a bit longer to fuck my team up. Perfect. Who do I put first on bench? Tarkowski or Strand Larsen? Intern slept on the job. It's still not down. Yeah, what the hell? This is crazy. The lineups are going to be out in a minute. Imagine if Van Nistelrooy doesn't start. Imagine if Van Nistelrooy is benched. Well, here we are. We're still live. We'll keep going until the game updates. It's still not gone down. Always go for the attacker. Yeah, but Strand Larsen's just back from injury. That's what... Oh, God. I wonder who's going to, like, mess their captain up with this extra time. Or, did they... I reckon they've set the deadline as tomorrow, 11 o'clock, and they forgot to change it. See your timer. What's the timer saying? Three hours, 21 minutes. Huh. What? I think it's now thinking it's next week. Not sure. I don't know what the 3 hours is from. 6 minutes to a lineup. The game's still not down. Wow. Has anyone made changes to their team? Let us know in chat. Has anyone changed their team after this? Oh my god, what's going to happen though? Like when you go in someone's transfer history and it says they made a transfer, you know, at like 6:40 p.m. No, you didn't change captain. No, who's changed their team? But what happens? Do the transfers still happen? Are they testing rolling deadlines? Is this the new feature? They're about to tweet like, boom, assistant manager. But also, deadlines are now flexible up until each game kicks off. No, they wouldn't do that. You changed my captain. Alright, let me go full screen with the chat so I can see everything you're all saying. Subs work. New chip. What is going on? It's still not gone down. The lineups are out in 5 minutes. That's crazy. I'm trying to think the last time something happened like this. It was 2013, I think. Wasn't it? What happened with... God, I'm trying to remember it. There was something that happened in 2013 where the game didn't go down or something. No, what was it? It was like Suarez scored or something like that, and then they had to go back and reopen the game week. That was it. There was a glitch in Opta stats. There was like a massive glitch in Opta stats, and they had to go back and like reopen the game week or something. So this is different. I don't think this has ever happened in the history of FPL. Like, it's still not gone down. Hey, this might be the longest stream I've ever done as well, though. So that's something. I mean, I could be here till 11 because I've agreed to go till the game updates. Resisting the temptation. Right, anyone that's changed their team after the deadline, fess up in chat. What have you changed? What have you done? Have you changed captain? Has anyone made a transfer after the deadline? Let me reply to the tweet here. While we wait for the deadline to actually pass, is my bench in the right order? Yes, it's still up. So how long till lineups? 3 minutes till lineups. Like, imagine Wissa and Bumo don't start and like people have got them and then you just use your bench. God, that would be really controversial. It's another asterisk season. I'm tweeting that. Another asterisk season. All right, let me catch up on chat. I've legitimately never seen you so excited. Is it closed now? Oh, they do it before. No, it's still up. It's not closed. I can still refresh. No, it's just funny when they get it all wrong. Well, when something goes wrong. It's not closed for me. Do you ever tell your brother that you did content? Yeah, I actually didn't tell anyone for like... I don't think I told them for like 2 years. I don't think I told them until I went full-time FPL. I was like, I've got something to tell you. And I was like, I've got a YouTube channel. And then they were like, what? No way, what about? And I was like, FPL. Because like me and my bro are like proper into FPL. I was like, also, I'm going full-time with it as my job. You checking now? Right, 2 minutes till the lineups drop. Game's still up. Imagine it's still up after kickoff. Emmanuel says, I don't like this anymore. Close it. Nat the one says, wait, I thought the deadline passed. The game hasn't been cancelled. My app says it's closed. Yeah, my deadline counter's broken. That's broken. Just ignore that. It's broken now because my game thought the deadline had passed. Oh, sorry, my stream setup thought the deadline had passed, and now it's broken. It thinks we're on to the next. I don't even know what's happened. Everything's broken. The deadline is now Tuesday. What's on Tuesday? It's still up. All right, the lineups are about to drop. So here we go. Deadline. It's not deadline. The lineups are in 35 seconds. Not even that by the time what I'm saying reaches you, because there's like 5-10 second delay. All right, I'm bringing you the lineups any second now. Has the game updated though? Still hasn't. Wow. Shocking, isn't it? All right, lineups, here they come. Let me close all these tabs now. I've got like 20 tabs open here. All right, lineups are out. Is the game still not updated? Team news is in. Leicester first. Hermansen, Koulibaly, Akoli. So whoever had Vardy, he starts. Akoli, Fast, Christensen, Samari, Ndidi, Elkanous, Decordova, Reed, Ayew, Vardy. Yeah, Justin got an injury, didn't he? So he's not even on the bench. Koulibaly in right back, I think that is. What's the Brentford lineup? What are we saying? That's not come out yet. Game still ain't updated. Here we go. And the Brentford lineup, here it is. Flecken, Ayer, Collins, Pinnock, Lewis Potter, Norgard, Janelt, Damsgaard, Shada, Wissa, and Mbumo. Wow, official FPL retweeting the lineups as well, and their game's not even updated. This is the craziest thing I remember in FPL. Not ever, actually. Craziest thing since Marchgate. Has there ever been anything else that's crazy? You know what? I did a video called the most controversial FPL game weeks of all time. If I was making this video today, I could have chucked this one in. That would have been perfect. Has anyone seen that video? What else was in that video? That video did really good for views as well. Most controversial. I can't remember what it's called now. Oh. Welcome back for another video. What else did we have in that one? Was that the Salah 3-pointer? Oh, the Mane. Yeah, the Mane. Anyone triple captain Mane that week? This game, it would have been perfect for that video. What else have we got here? Oh yeah, that was that. The game broke. The scoring system broke. Sterling got 1,303 points. Suarez got 784 points. But it's rare you get something like this. Marchgate, when he scored and it wasn't given. And then they later gave it to him, even though they tweeted his score will not change. They were just following their rules, to be fair. Backstab Yadini. Cancelo -2. Remember that? I think that was against Newcastle. Son scoring 24 points when he was supposed to be out. There was one with Brunt. I think he got something. They didn't give it. Can't even remember some of these now. Dennis -1. I think everyone remembers that one. Gibbs -5. Bednarek -7, the worst score ever. There's a playlist on my channel, if any of you aren't aware, of all the kind of evergreen FPL content that you can watch anytime. Is the game still open? It is. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. I'm lost without a routine. Anyway, let me catch up and chat. What's everyone saying? The hat-trick for Vardy. I just transferred in Wissa. Suhaib says this is crazy. This is honestly crazy. It's never happened. Pickle says, nice team. It did cost me 4 points, Pickle, but thank you. What did you do this week? British says, insane site still open. Is Ross still streaming, Pickle? I said to chat, I'll keep going till it updates, but I'm worried I might be here till tomorrow. I feel like they forgot to change the deadline. It was meant to be 11 o'clock tomorrow probably, and then they forgot to change it to Friday. Triple Gameweek 25 confirmed. What? Still live. Is it? Wow, this is wild. Has everyone just like clocked off for the day? The guy in charge is like, right, fuck this, it's the weekend. I'll see you Monday, everyone. And they're all ringing his phone like, mate, pick up, pick up. They forgot to change the deadline. The game's not updated. Pick up. And then he gets in from work, looks at his phone. He's got like 40 missed calls, 20 messages. Vishal says, hi guys, I hacked it. Apologies, I had to make one change I missed earlier. Has anyone else made any changes after the deadline's time? What's going to happen? Do those changes still count? Or are they going to roll back to how the game was at 6:30 today? He's just chilling at the boozer. Yeah, he's probably like not even looking at his phone now till tomorrow. He's gone straight to pub, not bothering with that. I've had enough of FPL this week. Phone in pocket. I'll have a pint of Guinness, please. And then he'll look at his phone and he's going to have like 40 missed calls. They haven't got out of hours IT support. Yeah, probably not. The game got hacked. Imagine someone hacked FPL. It's still not updated. Game week 26, Friday the 21st, 6:30 PM. That's 20 minutes ago. If someone's hacked the game, can you tweak my rank? Make me rank 1. You're getting sacked in the morning. Is everyone going, we're the captain? Yeah, so let me just think about this. Like, have I got my bench right? Tarkowski, Strand Larsen. Does Strand Larsen start? Let me see what people said on Twitter. Strand Larsen first bench. Strand Larsen over Tarko, I think. Tarko over Munoz. Wait, do I start Tarkowski over Munoz? I'm not making any changes, because imagine like I make a change and then it comes off. I'm a good, honest FPL player. I'm not touching my team, even though I can. Right, let me flick over to chat again. Scenes when Vardy scores a hat-trick and form... Yeah, what happens if the game kicks off? Like, imagine it kicks off and Vardy's scored. Do I just transfer him in and I get the points? Booner in chat, nerd. My reputation is on the line, Booner. No, but imagine like Vardy scores. Do you just bring him in? And then like you've immediately got his points? That's worth a hit, isn't it? If anyone's testing out Booner, it's you. Like, if this game kicks off and the deadline's still not passed, if anyone's testing it out, surely it's you. You're bringing in Vardy and captaining him. Or, no, why am I saying Vardy? Like, and Boomer or Vissa, they're probably likelier to get something. Oh yeah, what did Pickle do? Missed her message. Glasner and Clive boring. Oh, thanks. No, his computer gave up on him. FPL HQ's been caught slacking. Anyone good at using Python? I learned a bit of Python at uni, but I couldn't tell you anything about it now. Yeah, I think I've got my starting 11 and bench right, don't I? Got a message from my website dev. Don't know if he's here, Simon. He says he might have hacked it. Oh, he's deployed an update to my site. If anyone's not got the app, that's something you can do while we wait. So goes to the App Store and search FPL Focal. We've just pushed an update. If anyone makes FPL content, there's a little kit tool on here at the bottom. And we've just added goalkeepers and managers. So like if you make FPL graphics, you can do that. Or we've added goalkeepers as well now. So you wouldn't do Saab, but whatever. Or if you just want to do a profile pick, like Arsenal, I don't know, Henry, and run it back. You can do that, and you can export as profile pic. But anyway, FPL.page, there's loads of free stuff on here. The main thing we've pushed out... Oh yeah, the website's broken as well, because my website waits for the game to update, and then it updates itself. It's down now, okay. So something we just pushed out, the bonus points now updates itself. And you'll see, once the games kick off, underneath the scoreline, it's now going to say live. It'll say live with a red dot. And you'll know that you don't even have to reload anymore. It'll just update itself. Right, so it's finally updated. Let me verify that. There we go. We made it. So we ended up running over a lot there. Thanks everyone that stuck around. It's 2,300. I've got more viewers now than when I was actually streaming. No one cares about my content. People are just here for the drama and the game breaking. Ridge says boo. Well, that was fun while it lasted, wasn't it? Oh, I wonder if anyone's benefited from that. Some people out there will have, won't they? People out there will have benefited from the... Is that right? Is my viewers right? 2,300, or is that not updated? Actually, is that? Fucking hell, everyone just cares about the broken game. Anyway, thank you everyone. It's been a long stream. Faizan says, Oscar, most memorable stream ever. It has been one for the history books. I can see here on my graph, actually, it peaked there, and then it went back down. And then the graph is like, well, hang on. Focal's still streaming. The game's not updated. And now it's going to go back down. So, it's live again. No, it's not. All right, it's done. Right, let's stop there. Everyone, thank you for joining me on this longer stream than usual. I hope you'll smash at this game. Big green arrows for everyone. We'll have to see if they restore the transfers back, yeah. But that's it for me. Focal out.